So, Inside Out 2 has fans talking about queer representation, but many are bummed out by Pixar's lack of it. Some sharp-eyed viewers thought they spotted hints in the trailer, suggesting Riley might come out as queer. There's a scene where Riley meets a top-tier hockey player, Val Ortiz, and her reactions, blushing and awkwardness, seem like classic teenage crush vibes. It got everyone wondering if this movie would finally reveal Riley's queer identity, but unfortunately, those hoping for a queer Pixar protagonist were left disappointed. Inside Out 2 is still a fun watch, capturing the ups and downs of teenage life and friendships beautifully, but it missed a golden chance to make a big impact on representation.
Riley is from Michigan. Yeah, that's me, Riley from good old Michigan.
Did you know that Inside Out 2 is Pixar's 28th movie? Yeah, you heard that right, and get this, that's why Riley's hockey jersey has the number 28 on it. Pretty cool, huh? Fun fact, it was supposed to be Pixar's 29th film, but Elio got delayed, so Inside Out 2 took the 28th spot. It's a tiny little detail, but we caught it, Pixar.
I shall set you all free!
We're doomed.
So did you catch Bing Bong in the new Inside Out 2 movie? Our favorite character, Bing Bong, makes a sneaky appearance. He's actually the tiny figurine Joy keeps next to her lamp, which you can spot on her bed right before the puberty button goes wild in the girl's head. If you look closely, you'll see the figurine has a tiny trunk and is wearing a jacket, just like Bing Bong. It's a sweet tribute to Riley's imaginary friend who sacrificed himself so Joy and Sadness could get back to HQ and save Riley. How awesome is that? Only crazy Disney Pixar fans would have noticed this turning red reference in Inside Out 2. Recognize this word from anywhere?
Wait, what was that?
Yes, it's the same word Mei Mei uses as a red panda when she sees Devin and melts for him. I guess Riley is also a die-hard 4-townie.
Yeah, sounds good.
Have you ever wondered if Bing Bong from Inside Out is more than just Riley's imaginary friend? Well, there's a juicy Pixar theory that suggests Bing Bong might actually be connected to the monsters from Monsters, Inc. Here's the scoop. Even though Pixar movies usually tell standalone stories, they're packed with fun references to each other, fueling the idea that they all exist in the same universe. This brings us to Bing Bong. In Inside Out, he's Riley's goofy imaginary friend, a mix of cotton candy, cat, elephant, and dolphin. But what if Riley didn't just dream him up? The theory goes like this. Bing Bong could be based on a real monster from Monsters, Inc. Remember how the monsters switched from scaring kids to making them laugh? Non-scary monsters like Mike Wazowski started visiting kids at night to collect laughter. What if Bing Bong was one of these joy-bringing monsters who visited Riley? She might have turned him into an imaginary friend to keep their adventures going. It's a heartwarming idea and adds a layer of connection between the two movies, especially since Pete Docter directed both. Pixar hasn't confirmed this theory yet, but who knows? What do you think?
I shall set you all free!
We're doomed.
Riley has a boyfriend in the new Inside Out 2 movie, so I noticed this one scene, paused, and really looked closely, and that's when I found it. Riley is hanging out with a black/green shirt guy. She looks like she's going to go somewhere with him. So did Jordan get dumped? Since Riley is going to change her school, it's plausible that they didn't want to continue with a long-distance relationship. I mean, this is if the date went well. So did he get friend-zoned or even harder, dumped? Anyway, she would want to date new guys in the new place. But you know what? I felt this guy actually looks like Jordan himself. So did he move to the same school as her? Wow, can't wait to find this out. So is Riley bisexual? The newest Inside Out 2 trailer was one of the best trailers I've seen in a long time. It shows a lot without showing a lot, especially for the movie's fans. This is a roller coaster of excitement and nostalgia. The trailer has sparked intense discussion regarding Riley's potential bisexuality.
Operation New Riley begins. Come on!
This speculation stems from various clues, such as Riley going on a date with a boy in a previous short film, and the upcoming sequel exploring the period of life where many question their sexuality. Observing Riley's complex emotions, particularly envy always popping up around a new female character, suggests a possible romantic interest. The trailer hints at Riley's fluctuating emotions when the girl is present or absent, potentially indicating a crush. She's mostly bored in the scenes when the girl is absent. It seems the film will delve into Riley's internal struggles and how they may affect her friendships. The focus on this new character in the trailer raises questions about Riley's romantic inclinations towards girls.
Well, that's a preview of the next 10 years.
Ever wondered if two emotions from Inside Out could date?
Ew!
It sounds odd since each emotion is supposed to stick to their own feelings, like how could anger fall in love? But Pixar dropped a clip recently showing Joy experiencing emotions that are totally opposite of joy. Check it out.
Delusional? Of course I'm delusional! Do you know how hard it is to stay positive all the time when all you folks do is complain, complain, complain? Jiminy mother-loving toaster strudel!
From that clip, it's clear that emotions can show other emotions, so it's possible one emotion could fall for another, and it could be mutual. But could we actually see a couple in Inside Out 2? Well, Pixar released a 1-hour video of sadness and embarrassment dancing in a club. Yeah, it's a full hour. Makes you wonder if they might be a couple in the sequel. Is this video a hint?
Oh yeah, not happening.
That's just a theory though. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you could pair any two emotions, who would you pick? Let us know below.
I don't like this.
Have you caught this cool detail in Inside Out 2? So Riley is super into this girl group, right? If you notice, they all have these trendy red highlights in their hair. Riley is even shown to be totally obsessed with Val's hair. And to fit in with the group, she ends up dyeing a chunk of her own hair red. A classic move? But here's something even more interesting. One of the group members is Muslim and wears a headscarf. They don't actually show if her hair is dyed underneath, but to keep up with the group's look, she rocked a red cloth under her headscarf. It's a neat way to show that she's still part of the gang's vibe while respecting her own culture. Pretty awesome attention to detail, right? Did you guys spot this too?
You want me to crawl through a tube? And this? Yeah, not happening.
Notice this in Inside Out 2? So in this scene, I captured something that we recognize from the Disney Pixar universe. Remember seeing this blue binoculars anywhere else? Remember Lenny? This is Lenny the binoculars from Toy Story 1 and 2. That's a cute, subtle nostalgia cameo from the former hit movie series.
I'm gonna call you Wee Wee.
No.
Why are anxiety's eyes different unlike every other emotion? Check out this crazy scientifically backed theory. So if you look at the other emotions, their eye color always matches their main color. Sadness has blue eyes because she's blue. Fear has purple eyes because he's purple. Anger's got red eyes, joy's got blue eyes to match her hair, and disgust has green eyes to match her green body. Simple, right? But here's the twist. Anxiety's main color is orange, yet her eyes are green. Weird, huh? Turns out there's some legit science behind this. Research shows that one of the main factors contributing to anxiety is actually the emotion disgust. So it makes total sense why anxiety's eyes are green. She's got a bit of disgust in her.
Yeah, sounds good.
Since disgust is closely linked to anxiety disorders. I never noticed this detail before, but wow, Disney really nails it with these little touches. Makes you appreciate their attention to detail even more. What do you guys think?
Let the professional handle this.
There's this dark theory by people who have been through depression about Inside Out 2 that might just blow your mind. Theorists think the sequel is going to tackle some heavy stuff like severe depression and maybe even touch on self-unaliving thoughts. Yep, that's right. There are some major clues. First off, during that sarcasm scene, sadness is MIA. Also, Riley feels like she's not good enough. So here's the theory. Anxiety kidnaps sadness, thinking it's for Riley's own good, and kicks the other emotions out of headquarters. For those who've been through deep depression, you'll know it's like a messy cocktail of anxiety and sadness, with some other nasty feelings thrown in, like boredom with life, embarrassment, and envy. The movie's climax might be all about the other emotions realizing Riley might hurt herself and racing to get back to headquarters in time. The original emotions are literally bottled up, which is so on point for how the D word feels. The aspect ratio for the sequel is also changing to 2.35 to 1 for that cinematic vibe. Why? Probably because the movie's diving into some seriously deep and emotional territory, making it more of an experience than just another kid's flick. Now, I know what you're thinking. Self-harm thoughts in a kid's movie? It's definitely a stretch for me too. So, what do you think? Could it really go this deep? Did you notice anxiety saying this in the newest clip?
I am just such a huge fan of yours, and now here I am meeting you face to face. Okay, how can I help?
So I guess that means anxiety existed in a hidden corner of Riley's head from the very beginning. I think that goes true with the other new emotions as well. That's when I really noticed the console in the previous movies and noticed there were a few orange buttons. Although now major repairs have been made and the console is mostly orange. This signifies how anxiety is going to take over every other emotion and hold the control to every situation in Riley's life, and possibly being a villain to this one. Yep, it doesn't look very good for Riley's future in this movie. She's for sure going to be a mess with Miss Anxiety in control.
You just aren't what she needs anymore.
How dare you, madam!
Is Riley really adopted? Watch till the end. Riley and her parents' sudden relocation to San Francisco in the film suggests a possible connection to Riley's biological origins. Maybe her real parents wanted her to live close by to them. This is not a random vague assumption, and I'll explain why. Physically, Riley bears significant differences from her parents. These distinctions become more clear in the second movie. For instance, Riley's long blonde hair contrasts sharply with her parents' darker hair tones. Moreover, her blue eyes stand out against her parents' brown ones, prompting speculation about her biological lineage. The opening scene from the first movie, where her mother is not in a typical delivery room setting, supports these doubts further. Several such clues hint at this possibility. What are your thoughts on this matter?
Be all right. Let's just stop saying everything will be all right.